Okay guys, I literally don't ever do this. I was literally just finishing up in the shower. I was getting ready to come and film, and then the news broke, the leak was leaked, and I had to rush down here, turn the lights on, and we're gonna talk about the new breaking news, Beats Studio Pros. I cannot wait to talk about what we've discovered, at least on the Twitter end, and also we'll talk about the iPad getting Final Cut Pro and everything you need to know there, but alrighty guys, here it is. I'm not even gonna say the first story. I'm not even gonna waste any time. Here it is. So according to a user on Twitter, he has found that in macOS 13.4, that somewhere in the coding, there was a new report of a new pair of headphones that were listed in the software. Now, this previously happened with the Beats Studio Buds Plus, but we didn't just find them in the code. Apple accidentally leaked the damn things and they were on Amazon, available to even be pre-ordered, but then they pulled it down. Well, now we have official animations and images of what the Beats Studio Pros look like, and here they are. Now, let me tell you guys something. Let me be honest with all of you for just a moment. I was the only person, I believe, that has been covering headphones, that have been asking and pleading for the last year or two when everybody forgot. I was the one saying that Apple is working on a new pair of Beats Studio headphones. The question was, when were we gonna see it? Because those headphones have been out for 7 years. Not 4, not 3, 7. And Apple is still selling their out-of-date Studio 3s for full price, unless you get them at Best Buy. So the fact that we're now getting a brand new model is incredible. Now, before we get any more excited, we don't have a lot of details on what the internals and other things look like for this, but the speculation is to be as expected. The design is the same as the Studio 3s with maybe a few slight changes to the ear cups. We won't know until we actually get to see it. There are reports saying that it will also be having inside of the headphones the H2 chip. There is reports that it will feature brand new active noise canceling with transparency. There will be some features and other things that are brought over from the Fit Pro, like the spatial audio. And lastly, it is reported that it will retain the same $350 price tag to compensate for the huger price of the AirPods Max. So that will be more like the mid-ranger version. Now here's my thing. I absolutely cannot wait for these headphones. When they come out, I am 100% reviewing them. I'm not even going to wait. I'm not even going to deny it. I'm going to get them. I'm going to review them. I'm going to love them. Will I keep them? That's a question that I will have to wait. But all I can say is that I am very, very happy that Apple is going to finally get these headphones onto the shelves and that they're finally going to do something different. I am so happy because it has been so long since I've had the Studios and I enjoyed them for what they were when they first came out. But time is a telling tale and the older models suck. I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm being honest with you. They suck. The Solo Pros were better, but they discontinued them. The Fit Pro were amazing. They're my favorite Apple earbuds to use, not just for working out, but for listening to music, depending on the genre. So, with that being said, my personal thing that I hope to see in the Studio Pros, the thing that I'm hoping for is that they give an IP rating. I really want these headphones to be built for the gym. I know you can use them in the gym. I've seen people take them to the gym. I even see people with them in saunas. But I would hope that Apple makes them workout certified because I'm telling you guys right now, I am getting so tired of earbuds sometimes during the day. And the Solo Pros, even though they work great, they're not really sauna built. But if the Studios had an IP rating and were able to be used in a sauna, I'm going in all day, every day for 30 minutes a day. So that's the Beats Studio Pros. Let me hear your thoughts down below. Are you excited? Are you finally going to switch over if you have a Studio 3? Now let's talk about the iPad and Final Cut Pro. And now a word from our sponsor. So as you know, the Technoid Show is a proud affiliate of Slate Chocolate Milk. Slate Milk has been kind enough to work with the Technoid Show for almost a year now, and I am happy to announce that they have really stepped it up in regards to protein milk for those that work out like myself, but also for people that are lactose intolerant. Slate milk is lactose free. It is also low on sugars and carbs. It is only 100 calories depending on the model you get, but most importantly, their flavors are delicious. I have drank them numerous times on my channel if you have not seen, and they have some great flavors from the original classic chocolate to mocha, dark chocolate, French vanilla, latte, etc., etc. And now with their new powder formula, which you can now add to make your own, they've just expanded their lineup even more. Head on over to slatemilk.com, check out all their flavors and choices, use a promo code Technoid to save yourself some money at checkout. And most importantly, thank you so much to Slate Milk for being a part of the Technoid show. Now we get that out of the way, let's get to the last story. And the last story, the final story, is the iPad getting Final Cut Pro. Now this was a huge shocker because Apple just randomly released it on a random Tuesday. They normally don't do this unless it's something very significant. And this is technically in that caliber, but not exactly. But I will say that for them to do this so randomly, it kind of tells us one of two things. Number one, WWDC is going to be packed. It is going to be packed. And number two, most importantly, you can finally edit your videos on an iPad. Good job. Now, here are a couple things you need to know. Number one, it will not be a purchase-only product. Apple will actually be selling this for iPad users, but on a monthly or yearly subscription base. Now, I understand if a lot of you are upset. I understand that if a lot of you probably just want to buy it and don't pay for it yearly or monthly, whatever. Maybe Apple down the road will open that up. But you can get it for $4.99 a month, or you can get it for $49 a year. It will feature everything that you see in Final Cut Pro, but here is the caveat. It will only be available to M series iPads. So that means if you have a previous iPad Pro, unless it's the M1 model, you're not getting it. So sorry. Now, before you start getting mad, I understand there are some people that are upset by this, and I can understand to an extent if you have an older iPad Pro and you want Final Cut Pro, but let's call a spade here. They're doing this to push the newer models. This is a gimmick to do it because the iPad sales are going down. So they need new people to get new iPads. So what better way to do it than say, hey, if you get a new iPad, you can get Final Cut Pro, you can edit your videos on there. You'll just have to pay for it monthly or yearly, but at least you get Final Cut Pro. On top of that, they'll also be releasing Logic Board, so you will also be able to get the music making features. But in summary, I'm just glad that the iPads now have Final Cut Pro. I don't think it will make people switch away from the Mac version because I think the Mac version is probably going to be the better version of the two anyway. It'll be similar to like how iMovie is on an iPad and Mac, but I do think that Apple will eventually open the support for the iPads going forward with more customization, more features. Apple Pencil support will definitely be there and trackpad support, but we'll have to wait and see when they do it. So let me hear your thoughts down below. What do you think of the news with the iPad Pros getting Final Cut Pro and also it being only for the M series chip? And that's it for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, you can hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all on the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, have a good day, and peace!